no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the set, make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked. I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Fast double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the set, make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked. Come through fly check, no cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time check and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young then the set just doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in charge. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and live with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the set, make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked.
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that, this that. I did, made it out the gutter. Nip told you the middle man. I told you wearing they clothes, I wear my own. Y'all get on y'all label, I own my own. Hey, Mill, I remember all that game you thought me. Round and get played by the label owners. Talk that to these Adrian Broner, but secure the window, don't let the game push you. Cause when it's game over, it's when the game over. And all they do is play the game till this game over. And you be giving game like a big brother mission, never let them take it from us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the set, make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next last time that I checked.
NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at your former team, the Bulls. Coming into play, they've got home court advantage here to begin the playoffs. Crucial in a one-game series.
And you've heard about one-and-dones in college basketball. But this is a real one-and-done. A one-game series. Winner goes on, loser goes home. Got to put it all out there on the line here tonight.
Bledsoe to Brogdon. The drive, right to the basket, to Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort, off the mark. To Levine. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Giannis with it up top. Just getting going here in Game 1. To Middleton. Bledsoe to Brogdon. Robin Lopez sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
From the outside, no good. To Parker. Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it. Plays like that could turn a game around. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bucks at the controls. To Brogdon. Not that time. That's going to be out of bounds. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 4. And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Lopez. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
And he misses that one free throw.
Oh, denied. As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
The Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo, nice pass to set things up. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Nice pass to get things going.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Anthony. Parker. Five to shoot for the Bulls. To Lopez. And he'll head to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Robin Lopez at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Hill. Here's Lopez down low. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
To Lopez. Lays it up and in.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Hill. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. To Markkanen. For 3. Tough shot for Markkanen. No good. Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Fires the 3. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended. And a throwdown.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Lopez. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Nice finish at the rim.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
To Hill. DiVincenzo, great feed. Turns and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To George Hill. Finish that. To Lopez. Has a chance. Shot by Lopez off the mark.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First try, no good. Missed the second as well. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Middleton. They'll get it down low to Lopez. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach LaVine. The opposing coach is going to counter. Makes some changes of his own. Milwaukee with the basketball. Brogdon. That's no good. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bledsoe with it up top. Down 2. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Scores from the post.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Bledsoe to Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. That won't go. Gets it in the left corner. Gets to the basket and scores.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Brogdon to Middleton. Trying to cash in. Middleton off the mark. Has a look. Won't go. To Brogdon. Over to the right side. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Baseline drive, and look out.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Bledsoe. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there.
Flushes down the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Screen coming. Middleton to Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Chris Middleton able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Brogdon. To Bledsoe from long range. And Eric Bledsoe set up nicely. Takes advantage with the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Chris Dunn. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Bledsoe. Brogdon can't connect. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. And see you again after the game.
Chicago basketball. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down 3. Here comes the screen. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Trying to cash in. Shot by Lopez off the mark. To Lopez. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Middleton. Bledsoe. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Bulls have it. To Lopez. Robin Lopez looking good. 4 for 5.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Robin Lopez with the block. 4th this contest.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Screen coming. Middleton to Lopez. Baseline drive. Shot from the lane won't go. To Zach LaVine. Anthony. You've got to get that one to go. Bledsoe with it up top. His team down 9. Antetokounmpo. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Has a look. Bucks take down the board. Giannis with it up top. His guys down 11. To Bledsoe. Driving right to the basket. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Eric Bledsoe, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Substitution being made in this one. Hill across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. Antetokounmpo to Hill. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. The drive right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance of a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And he can't convert the free throw. Hill into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Beyond the arc for 3. George Hill, not sure why he was so wide open. Buries the 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Screen coming. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
count the basket at the rim.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
To Markkanen. Shot from in close, no good. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
New blood coming in for both sides. Adetokunbo to George Hill. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Now a steal by Milwaukee to DiVincenzo. He gets it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Markkanen slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Bucks basketball. George Hill to Adetokunbo. Screen coming. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Adetokunbo, open look. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Curling inside. That ends the third quarter. Nice cushion for the Bulls. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. This was a one-possession game at the break, but things went to Lopez. From the outside, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Robin Lopez. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else in the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Hill, short jumper, stays out. And scores. Strong take.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Bulls with the basketball. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot even.
Hill across the timeline. Down a bundle. Not that time. is good there.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Hill to Middleton. Gets it in the right corner. Deep two there. Won't go. Deep right corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
George Hill to Middleton. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Bucks keep possession. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Levine. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Hill into the front court. His guys down big.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Deep three at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner, Jay Williams.
The Bulls. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Never play me, had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you move it like you call you back? Leave me alone. Run it on the Bucks. Leave me alone. You gonna what? Leave me alone. Run it on the Bucks. Leave me alone. Yeah.
that, got no time for that. You was my little, I was fine with that. How you just gon' play me? I ain't fine with that. While I'm flexing, oh, we was flexing. Always had to be a star. Goals in our checklist. Question, or check your message. Knew that I could from the start, or she was texting. She called, yeah. Leaving them gone, yeah. She on, yeah. Dreaming we on, yeah. Ay, drop is a coupe, dropping the top of my car. Ay, I cannot click, man, she playing her part, yeah. Ay, life is new, I like dark. Ay, asking myself, how she leave her like in the dark, like leave me alone. Run it out the box. Ay, leave me alone. You done a what? Leave me alone. Run it out the box. Ay, leave me alone. Yeah. You can't play me, I'm just till I'm lazy like a throwback. You ain't know that. My like I'm Lil Kodak. No, it ain't good at. I can't sweat you. I'm like who that? I can't sweat you. I don't do that. No. Hey, tell you the truth. I ain't want you to depart. Hey, I want you, but I kept with you cause you different. You can't play your part. No. Hey, tell you the truth. I want you from the start. Hey, I can't not playing a part. Like, leave me alone. Run it out the box. Leave me alone. You done a what? Leave me alone. Run it out the box. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Squad made the beat.
Go, Breeze.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
Still screaming free to find they coming home now. All this up on my I got a now. How you real? You can't even walk through your hometown. I'm barely home now, on the road now. All in the MIA, oh like the. Boy, you get no love, you get stand 10 toes down. My go down, rats can't fold down. My your dough down. We ain't gon' put on the fourth down. We on the hunt, we want more now. Real from the jump, we on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA. All up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers. That's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like KB. Every night they, but please don't call them shady. I got too much on a fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on a fight, so please don't try to me. I gotta for the look, already got good. I got a team full of and really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go
Right now, Sam.
24 hours, cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective, don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective, don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Chill. Told her bye, bye, bye. Chill. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Chill. Got a lot of juice on me. Yeah. Couple M's in jewelry. Chill. I'm a rich like jet ski. Chill. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Chill. Small. Just name my flight. Pick 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. I don't want to tell you that I'm almost. $1 cash just laying on the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Ooh. Kicking. She tripping. I'm too rich to listen. Ooh. I'm picking rain still glisten. Chill. So don't lie. Ooh. No, you can't stand it. Yeah. I ask you why. Yeah. Cut the check or buy.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. No. No, no, no. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause none of your diamonds cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, bought a broke bag. 24, time to show 'em what that. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Landing on the track.
Money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And get back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us in them, gon' hack. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Listen on me doing a moonwalk. Wearing my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. Get my ice here. Classic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the price. I don't for this. We got. Damn. Checking another artist, so I'm. Problem is, you see me get it. 8212. Was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story. Track. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call we don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let the jewels talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't.
So, last night's game. You said.
I said, excuse me, not to be surprised.
I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, switching up, made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade. I might cut fifth fade, blue face, money stacking tall, it's like 6'8". New rays, star shining all in your face. It took me a minute, now I'm in the game. Wait a minute, I been like it's minute paid, I begin to it, getting paid. Get away, gotta meditate. Get the guap, I'm praying and never stop. Wrists on froze, on me do the milli rock. This yo, me when I hit the spot. Big bank rolls, used to post about a chicken spot. Had a chance, but you missed it. I can never fold, say you real, but you really not. Moving like a get you spinning, post like O'Neal, you ain't sending. I be ballin' right there where the Knicks play, get cake, gotta make sure mama rent paid. I was dead broke, got my straight, switch lanes, now they switching up, made. I've been finessing since the 6th grade. I might cut her off if it fade. Wait, I just she can straight. Hey, got 1,000 ways just to get paid. I'm in BK10 up the freeway. I just made a highlight, need a replay. I be getting to it every night. What's the delay? Remember I was down, tables turned like a DJ. Shorty, you should leave your man, he a cheapskate. I can make a lot of bands on a weekday. She know that I'm the man, ain't no debate. I used to like it's eBay. I'ma do the dash like a relay. Money, I just put the cash on the 3-way. Yeah. Going past through the speed race. Hey, I'ma cut her off. I need space. I don't want your heart. I just need.
The second round of the NBA playoffs is upon us as we get ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Boston Celtics. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at your former team, the Bulls. Coming into play, they have the benefit of being at home in this one-game series. That is always a plus.
And you've heard about one-and-dones in college basketball. But this is a real one-and-done. A one-game series. Winner goes on, loser goes home. Got to put it all out there on the line here tonight.
Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Kyrie across the timeline. Just getting going here in Game 1. Beyond the arc for 3. You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for 3. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. To Anthony. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
To Hayward. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Brown into the front court. Down a point. To Hayward. Irving. He made his first effort, but not that time. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
And he missed the free throw. To Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And it's Lopez there for the rebound. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Terrific vision. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Goes to the left side. Irving to Horford. Robin Lopez with a piece. Bulls with the basketball. To Jaylen Brown. Irving. Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Anthony. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Irving into the front court. Down 5. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Irving. Not that time. He misses.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Runner's good there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez. 2 of 4 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Irving. And scores.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Celtics have it. To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Irving. The drive right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's 2 for 2 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court, it's Irving. 5-point game. And it's rejected.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Celtics able to clear the board. And a whistle.
And you can't lunge like that.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Bobby Portis sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Gordon Hayward, zero hesitation as he knocks it down for 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Wide open look, won't go. Count the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Deep left corner. Rises for the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Driving right to the basket. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Man, he got blown by on that one. But sometimes those plays can spark the defender to buckle down and give way more effort to not be embarrassed like that ever again.
Hayward, no good, no daylight. Great defense. The follow won't go either. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. 4 out of 7. Stuffs it down with authority. Late heave to beat the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Bulls have the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the 4th quarter. They have to Hayward. And a nice finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Great dish to set it up. Runner here won't go down. To Anthony. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass, but how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Confidence is everything in this game. And it almost seems like in the first half, he lost that confidence. He wasn't taking the shots he normally takes because he didn't see the ball go in. That is no longer the case. He is finally back to himself.
And he'll go to the foul line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Robin Lopez at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Marcus Morris. Hayward to Marcus Smart. For 3. Drains it.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Boston with the basketball to Jaylen Brown. No good. Oh, looked like he may have gotten him there. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Marcus Morris. Hayward to Marcus Morris. Goes to the right side. Brown shot off iron. No good.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. To Hayward. Here's a chance from long range. Count the triple.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Goes 2 for 2. Timeout Boston. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Fires the 3. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. And they'll get the intentional foul here with 17 seconds to go.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Celtics have it. Rebound taken in by Chicago. Corner 3 at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one. They're moving on. Next stop, the Eastern Conference Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls are one step closer to a championship with today's win. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I put a residual and f***ing your like it's part of my ritual, part of the visual. But money you give me it's typical. I wanted it physical. $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I bought on the principle. Remember the teachers was all on my. Now look all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, 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 count it, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Uno, dos, tres. Big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting big bills. Big bills, I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My sit drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Proceed with caution. If you taste it, it only be a hole in your heart. I take the whole cake and I won't even.
I'm Cassidy Hupperth from ESPN. Fans of the One can celebrate tonight. The player helped his team advance to the conference finals in
This is the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, this crowd is hyped, and you look at their guys coming in. They appear to be fired up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good one.
And you've heard about one-and-dones in college basketball. But this is a real one-and-done. A one-game series. Winner goes on, loser goes home. Got to put it all out there on the line here tonight.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Anthony. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Wade to Richardson. Dwayne Wade driving right to the basket. To Dragic. Goran Dragic missed his first. That one goes.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Anthony, a shot, no good. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Wade to Dragic. A fundamental shot right there.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
To Lopez. Finishing inside the paint. On that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dragic with the basketball. Down 4. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you $80 million.
Bulls come away with it. Parker. Screen coming. 4-3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Dwayne Wade to Whiteside. From the outside, no good.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Beyond the arc for 3. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Both teams. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he hits.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
To Richardson. From the painted area, won't go down. Curling inside. Shot from the lane, won't go. To Waiters. Dion Waiters powers it through.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Robin Lopez, he's 2 for 2 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
He'd have the basketball. To Waiters. Here comes the screen. Waiters to Whiteside. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Zach LaVine. Had a chance, but it's no good. Screen coming. Robin Lopez snatching it out of the air. Lobs it up.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Has a look. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Miami's got it. To Waiters. Baseline drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Josh Richardson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To LaVine. Short jumper off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Miami with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. To Richardson. Fires the three. No good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Richardson. Can't miss those. To Zach LaVine. Parker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Zach LaVine. That's off the side of the rim, short. Has a chance. Won't go. Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 6 now. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Bulls were the dominant. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. And see you again after the game.
Bulls with the rock. Goes to the right side. LaVine. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Dragic. Lets it fly from long range. Dragic wide open. Knocks it down.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Robin Lopez. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Dragic. Fires the 3. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To LaVine. From long range. Zach LaVine forcing that one there. Well defended. Dragic with it. Down a bundle. To Wade. Richardson. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Zach LaVine. Here's a chance from long range. Zach LaVine, good on the quick release that time.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Dragic into the front court. His guys down big. Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Dragic had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do.
Goran Dragic, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. to Markkanen. Great feed, sets it up. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Carmelo Anthony at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And gets both to drop at the line. It's the Heat with the possession. Drive here, but the shot stays out. To Chris Dunn. And the nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Wade to Whiteside. To Wade. For 3, he'll still beat you. Dwayne Wade, nobody even close. Buries it.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Whoa! What a finish!
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Lauri Markkanen swats it.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
And they call it.
And you can't lunge like that.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Waiters. And he'll go to the foul line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Easy path to the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Parker. Knocks it down from mid-range.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Now preparing to shoot at the line. Bam Adebayo. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Can't connect from in close. Hassan Whiteside with the block. It's the Heat with the possession. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Another shot stays out. Another follow. No good. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll try to hammer out a play to wrap up the quarter.
As a player, this doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed. You're being efficient with your jump shooting. Your passes are crisp. You're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is...
So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Chicago basketball. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Anthony stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Oh. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Gets a shot up off the mark. Dragic with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. James Johnson defended by Melo. Dragic working hard on the glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Parker. And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Dragic. And draws the foul.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Goran Dragic. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. So he hits the first, misses the second. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Parker. That one's going to be out of bounds. Dragic with it. He'll run the offense. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Goran Dragic at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. That's out of bounds off a ball. Dragic to Waiters. Dragic to Wade. Beyond the arc for 3. Another chance. Waiters buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Waiters. Shot from in close, no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Dwayne Wade has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. To Markkanen. Parker. The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
He'd have the basketball. Dragic, and now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Dwayne Wade to Waiters. Here comes the screen. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Dragic to Wade. Waiters. Can't connect. It's no good. And that one is out. Trying to cash in. Deep. 2 there. Won't go. The Bulls take this one. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Bulls did more than just win a game here today. They won the East. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Back to the question you asked me this morning. Who's my pick to win the finals? I really think you know the answer to that question. You know my answer.
I think I do, but I want to hear you say it out loud.
I think now that he's won the conference finals, the one is carrying it all the way to the finish line and will win the championship.
Look, I don't disagree that his performance has been noteworthy.
Noteworthy?
Yeah,
that's very diplomatic.
Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms on no hands. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms on no vans. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she with a so I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, ooh, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had the friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms on no vans. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms and no Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait, hop up in this race. No, this not a date, this a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late, think it's past 8. Took to my place, baby, me like some. Wait, call Jake, think I need a the face, I need to take a break. Wait, be cool, money stupid blue. Boyfriend is a fool, I'm tryna make you comfortable. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms, I know Vans. She telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms, I know Vans. She telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, hold on, seal up, break it down, wait up, bust it down, open up, seal, look, end up, this a buzz down, got it in the a buzz, we don't even hear, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, by the it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, but it no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, buzz down, 30, 50, 100, I'm down. Stay 10 toes, I'm down. 10 toes. Jenny Craig with them. Diamond dance like Chris Brown. Look at my water, don't drown. Whip like baptized. Church. MJ with the 4-5. Fade away. No buns. Say what? Never like a mummy. Fade to a dummy. Got a lot of young dummies. Go roll rap with the tummy. By the apartment. I moved in abundance. Buzz down the. I split the like circumference. Then up, it's a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even hear, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down. By the it's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but it no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, seal up, buzz down, buzz down, buzz down. 30, 50, 100, I'm down. I can pile. My decorate. Well, damn. Draw six like PlayStation. Like station. Can't keep my weight. My impatient. Whoa. Remix. In the base. In the den. In the kitchen. Post 3 times 10.